Ever feel like you're losing yourself in a relationship? Like your mood depends on your partner's mood, or you second guess your own needs to keep the peace? That right there is a differentiation problem. Today, we're breaking down what differentiation actually means, why it's key for a healthy relationship, and how to stay you without pushing people away. Hey, I'm Kayla Riley, licensed therapist, entrepreneur, and mama, just trying to keep my shit together like the rest of you. Welcome to Shrink Shots, quick hit bonus episodes packed with bite-sized insights on relationships, parenting, and more. No fluff, just real talk. Let's do this. Differentiation is your ability to stay connected with someone else while still holding on to your own thoughts, feelings, and identity. In simple terms, it's how much you can be yourself without being overly influenced by what others think, feel, or expect. High differentiation from other people looks like feeling close to someone without losing yourself, handling disagreements without spiraling into self-doubt, staying grounded in your values even if other people don't agree. Low differentiation looks like absorbing other people's emotions as your own, feeling anxious when someone's upset with you, or struggling to make decisions without outside validation. Sound familiar? Yeah, most of us weren't exactly raised to master this skill. A lot of us grew up in families where being liked mattered more than being real. Maybe you had to be the peacemaker in your family. Maybe you learned that expressing emotions led to rejection or conflict or being bullied by your older brothers. Who knows? Over time, you started sacrificing pieces of yourself in order to keep the connection with your family intact. This plays out in adults as people pleasing in relationships, like if they're happy, I'm happy, or struggling with boundaries, saying no makes you feel guilty. A lot of mamas struggle with this one. Or fear of conflict or rejection. I don't want to upset them or piss people off. But here's the kicker. Real connection is not about agreement or constant harmony. It's about being seen as your full, authentic self. Here are some signs that you might need to work on differentiating from other people. You avoid bringing up your needs or opinions because you're scared of conflict. If you're constantly thinking, it's not worth the fight, or I don't want to upset them, you might be sacrificing your needs for the sake of a connection. Another one is that you absorb people's emotions even if they're not your own. If your partner's stressed out and you feel stressed out because your partner feels stressed out, then you might be struggling with some differentiation problems. Another one is changing your personality depending on who you're with. Pay attention to whether you adjust your likes, opinions, or emotions to match the people around you. That also is a sign of childhood trauma, just saying. Number 4, you're struggling to make decisions without outside input. If you're constantly asking, what do you think I should do? Or do you think that's a good idea? Instead of trusting yourself, that's another sign of low differentiation. If you want to build some differentiation without being a total jerk and you want to stay close to people you love, try these things. Pause before you absorb. Before taking on someone else's absorption, really ask yourself, is this mine or theirs? Don't grab other people's hot potatoes. If someone else feels urgent about something, really check in with yourself and seeing if you're feeling urgent just because they are. You can care about somebody without carrying their feelings. Practice holding discomfort. Not everyone has to agree with you in order for you to feel secure. So try saying things like, I see it differently, but I respect your perspective. Or, I get that you're upset, but I don't have to fix that for you. That one can be really hard if you were grown up in a conflictual environment and you learned to try to keep the peace. Speak up even when it's uncomfortable. So if you start small, like expressing that you prefer something different than someone else, or you share an opinion that you know isn't going to be popular, that is like reps. Differentiation is like a muscle. It gets stronger the more that you practice it. Let go of the fear of disconnection. Healthy relationships can handle differing opinions and boundaries. If someone only likes you when you agree with them, that's not real connection, that's control. At the end of the day, differentiation is about being close to people without losing yourself in the process. The more you practice holding on to your sense of self, the stronger your relationships will actually become. Boom! Now you've got something to think about. If this hits home, share it with a friend or tag me on Instagram at notyourtherapist.kayla. Shrink Shots drop every Tuesday and Thursday with 10 episodes in each series. So hit follow and don't miss your next dose of no BS therapy wisdom. See you next time.